Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. In this video, I would like to talk about gross margin. Disclaimer, whatever case study I show here is for your own education. So what is gross margin? Gross margin is a financial ratio that measures the ability of a company to control their costs. More specifically, the direct cost, the cost that is used to build the product or the cost that is used to provide the service directly to the customer. So a good company with high gross margin usually can control their cost of production or cost of goods sold very well. It is also a financial ratio that measures the ability of a company to pass along the price increases through sales to customer. So what does it mean? It means a company with high gross margin can pass whatever cost increase in their raw materials or whatever cost increase in their labor costs by raising the price to the customer without losing the customer base. So it's a tool that explains the competitive strength of a company. So a company with a competitive advantage usually has high gross margin because it can pass whatever price. It can raise the price easily, and the customer won't go away. So it's given by this equation, gross profits divided by revenue, whereby gross profit is revenue minus cost of revenue or revenue minus cost of goods sold. So cost of revenue or cost of goods sold are here we're talking about the direct cost. So let's do a case study. Sheng Siong. Let's calculate the gross margin. So to do that, we just need to take the revenue number and gross profit number, and then we do a division. So we calculate and we get 29% for the year 2022. So to me, it is okay for gross margin of 29%. So if they say a company can have a gross margin of at least 40%, it usually tells me this company has some sort of competitive advantage, because they can raise the price so much. So here is to show you a typical example here. Let's say, so here we have a company A. Cost of revenue is $5. So cost of revenue means the raw material cost or whatever labor cost that is directly involved in the production. So there's a cost of revenue. But for this company A, they can only charge $6. So the difference is only $1 for the gross profit. So to calculate the gross margin, that would be 1 divided by 6, 16%. So which is not that high. So let's look at the company B. So the company B, let's say that this company B also has the same cost of revenue, but this company B, they can charge higher. They can price the products much higher, and the customer will buy at $12. So to calculate the gross profit, that would be 12 minus 5, that would be 7 per unit, per unit basis, and then 7 divided by 12, that would be 58%. So this shows that this company B has a much higher gross margin. So why some company can have high gross margin, why some company can have very low gross margin? It depends on the industry itself, number one. Number two, it depends on whether the company have a scale. Usually company have a big economies of scale. They can they can control their cost very well, or the company has some branding, because and they can charge their products much higher, and the customer still comes back to buy the products. So in general, I prefer the company to have higher gross margin, because it tells me that this company can make money easily. So okay, so let's say you want to get historical data on the gross margin. You can go to Morningstar. What you need to do is just make a Google search, type in the company name space Morningstar. Then after that, you just need to go to the company Morningstar webpage here, and then you go to operating performance in this tab, and then you just go to this line gross margin, and you can get the past 10 years gross margin now for the listed company. So I will because because we are more like a visual person. It would be good, let's say we can put these numbers in the graphical form. So as you can see here, in 2013 this company used to have a gross margin like 22%. Then in the 2022 it is close is 29%, close to 30%. So what you can do here is that look at the trend, the past 10 years, whether the trend is uptrend or a flat or downtrend. So we prefer the company to have an uptrend gross margin, because it tells me that the company can control their cost very well, or they can price their products higher. So I believe Sheng is that they have a bigger economies of scale over time. They can control their costs very well. So looking at trend, it tells you a lot of story. Like let's say the increasing gross margin, it will mean the company is getting more efficient in the production. Also, they can minimize the cost of production. Or the company has some favorable pricing power. Or the company can raise price while maintaining their cost, without losing their customer base. On the other hand, decreasing gross margin, it could mean the company is getting less efficient in the production. Their cost is increased, their labor cost increase, or the raw materials price increase, and the company cannot pass the cost increase to their customer. Or the company has no pricing power. Is not able to fully pass the cost to the customer and cannot raise price, because once they raise price, the customer will go to other competitors. So I don't want to see my investment to have this kind of characteristic of decreasing gross margin over past 5 years. So this is the equation that you can see to illustrate what I mean. So the cost of sales increase, meaning let's say that due to inflation, the raw material price increase or labor cost increase, but this company cannot raise their price. Now the price is stagnant here. So as a result, your revenue also gets stagnant. Then the gross profit decreases. So with that, so gross margin is just one of my big 5 financial ratios that I use frequently to look at the company competitive strength. So there are also financial ratios. So feel free to watch those videos. So with that, I will end my presentation.